You're on with Mario Lopez.
You're on Mario Lopez. Joining me on the phone, actress and singer Lea Michele. How are you, Lea?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so nice to hear your voice. I saw your duet on Idol. That was awesome.
Thank you. Oh, my God. What an amazing experience. You know, I was such a fan of that show for such a long time. I remember Glee aired after American Idol.
Right.
And we were all in the audience and we were watching the show. So now, years later, to get to come on the show and be a mentor, like that for me, that was a true pinch me moment. So I'm almost at the judge's level. I'm like, when are they going to ask me to come and be a judge? That's
Right.
the next thing. That's on my wish list.
You'd be great, by the way. That'd be a fun pick. How much time do you spend rehearsing that, or was it a quick deal?
You know, I think we did maybe like one day prior. A lot of the preparation for it was really figuring out what songs would be best. One of the contestants, Journey, she on her own wanted to do my song "Run to You." So then when we found out that I was coming on the show, they were like, "Hey, this contestant already wants to do one of your songs, so why don't you do that?" But finding a good song for me and Ada to do together took a little bit more time. And then when we landed on Defying Gravity, I was like, "Oh my goodness, this song is so perfect." So they're still in it. I'm so proud of both of them, and I mean, I loved it. It was such an awesome experience for me.
Yeah, I know, and you look great, and it was great to see. So this is exciting. You're going to be hitting the road with Darren Criss next month. Now, how's this going to work?
I know.
Are you performing together, or what's the deal?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of both. So obviously, Darren and I have been friends for so many years now. We've also performed at a lot of like smaller events together, and personally, we're really good friends. So it only made sense that, we would kind of take this show on the road, do something together. I went on tour last year, and it was so much fun, and I had an amazing experience. But, it's really hard when you're on the road and when you're by yourself. And so I was thinking like, oh my goodness, it would be so great to do something with someone, with a friend. And Darren was the obvious choice. So we're putting together our set list now and all of our songs. And we're going to do, start the show together. And then maybe, I'll do a couple songs by myself, some of which he's going to also do with me. And then he's going to do a bunch by himself. And then I'll do some with him and then end the show together. I mean, right now we have like 30 songs that we're planning on doing.
Wow.
So the trouble is going to be to trim it back.
Right.
Because between the songs we did together on Glee, the songs we have from our solo albums, Broadway songs that we love, there's a really big Rolodex. So that's going to be the challenge here.
Well, that's a fun problem to have. And if people want to see the show, where can we find out where you're going to be performing?
So you can go to lmdctour.com for tickets. Tickets are selling out, which is so exciting. We're hoping to add some more dates as well. And, I can't wait. I think it's going to be so much fun. I think Darren and I, we have a great time together. He's so spontaneous. So I'm sure that wherever you do come and see the show, like, it's going to be a really amazing experience. So I hope people can come out and see us.
He did a great job in the Versace story, didn't he? What'd you think when you saw his performance there?
Scary.
Right?
And, that was such a transformation. I mean, if you think about Blaine from, Glee and then going on to playing Andrew Cunanan, like, I'm so proud of him. It was honestly so incredible. But a little too much naked Darren Criss for me.
Right.
He's my brother, basically. And I did not need to see his butt like that many times.
He was a little fleshy in that.
There were a lot of people that wanted to see his butt, so.
That's right. You just reminded, he was a little fleshy in that. That's right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's sad to see the Mayor only got the one season over on ABC. I thought you were great on that show, but are you going to want to do more TV right away, or you might focus on the music a little bit?
Yeah, we were all so, sad to see that show go, and we were all really proud of the work that we did on it. For me, I'm so grateful that, I get to do both music and television, so if I'm not currently doing TV, the fact that I can take the time and work on more music or tour, that's such a blessing for me. So right now I'm grateful that I can do this and then hopefully, pop back onto TV if they'll have me. It's a really fun, way, because then I never really get burnt out in any department because everything always feels fresh and new because I get to step away for a little while. So right now I'm doing this tour, spending time with my family as well on the East Coast, which is really awesome. And Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, advantage of being talented there. Is New York still, I mean, I know it's home, but do you spend most of your time there, or are you out in LA for the most part?
So I'm mostly in LA, but my family's in New York, so it's always important for me to get back and spend some time with them. My accent has come back like super strong. It gives me like 48 hours in New York, and all of a sudden I sound like, back in the Bronx.
Love it.
But yeah, it's great. It's nice to just come and, get a good dose of family and
Sure.
the city, and then go back to like sunny, warm LA. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's an awesome balance right there. Now, I remember last time we spoke, Lea, it seemed to me that you saw just about every show that was on TV. Because you could recall it. So what are you binging right now, and which shows should we be watching?
Okay, so I just finished Wild Wild Country on Netflix.
Oh my gosh, everybody's talking about that. Now that's like a 5-part documentary series, right?
Yes, it's intense. It's crazy. When it was over, I was convinced that the whole time I was watching the show, the end, they were going to tell me it was all like a lie, because it seemed so crazy to even believe. So I finished that. I also just started 7 Seconds on Netflix, which is from the same people that did The Killing, which is an awesome show. And I'm also about to go home right now after I have a bunch of interviews for the tour, and I'm going to turn on Handmaid's Tale. And if anybody tries to call me, talk to me, or bother me, like I cannot wait. So that comes back on Hulu today. So, I mean, I feel like I should start some sort of like TV blog or something. It's kind of crazy.
See, I love and totally respect that and you're like me. You're obviously in the business and immersed in it, but you still appreciate and recognize great storytelling and acting, and you try to watch as much as you can of it. The problem is there's just a lot of it. There's just so much, like homework.
I know. But you know what? For me, it's kind of like I want to see what my peers are doing. It's, when you watch Elizabeth Moss on Handmaid's Tale, it's like an acting class. So it's so amazing. There's such great stuff on TV right now. And listen, I switch it up. I'm also watching Every Housewife. I'm watching Jersey Shore.
Oh, you are well balanced.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I got to keep it balanced. Okay, I got to mix the documentaries with the Jersey Shore. Okay, you got to keep it well balanced.
Yes, I love it.
Sure.
I love it. Well, Lea Michele, you are wonderful. Big fans over here. OnWithMario.com for all the Lea Michele and Darren Criss tour dates. You can follow her on Twitter at Lea Michele. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks, sweetie. Take care.
On with Mario Lopez.